Their lives are so slow. Which is nice because I've said this many, many times. I love the fact that they calm me down. Because just a little while ago, I was talking very quickly and rapidly. And now, I'm focusing my chi. Anyway. Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm just hanging out here in the reptile room, and look at these little baby caiman. They're doing so well. Of course, there is Huff and Puff. Hey, look at this guy. He's out here just relaxing. Whoa, look out. There's some activity. This guy's just chilling out right here, and these guys are just right there. Oh, you're so tough. So tough. It seems like they're getting better. Hopefully that wonkiness is disappearing. But what I gotta do now is I gotta get these tortoises back out into their proper enclosure. Our cold snap is done. Then I've also got to dig up some cherry head eggs and see what other things need to be done today, because I just got out and the farm is awaiting my presence. So let's get to work. All right, task number one is done. We got these guys out. Now, one of the cool things about getting hands on your tortoises is you can get to feel them and make sure they're doing all right. Now, this tortoise here, to me, felt a little too light. I just didn't like it. So I want to fatten her up, and it's always good to make sure that you do that. You gotta pick your tortoises up, man. You gotta feel them. You gotta make sure they're doing good. So I'm gonna throw little cactus pads out there, see if she goes for them. Let's see here, lady. Oh, they just got disturbed. But I'm gonna definitely keep an eye on her. She's moving fine. She seems like she's interested in the cacti there. Let's see, yeah, there's a little sniffing going on. But it's so important to have this kind of relationship with your animals to make sure that you're keeping eyes on them, especially when you have a larger group. Okay, there's Boba. We'll come back to this one and see if there's any nibbles going on. This is what we do. We have to make sure animals are happy and healthy. Here are the rest of them wandering around the good old front enclosure. They've been locked up for about a week because we had some cold nights and I just didn't want to bring them out, bring them back in. But I want to show you guys the ponds. Look at how beautiful everything is looking at the moment. Everybody's happy. There are our Badiger borneensis. And we're gonna go head over to Sophia's pond. I gotta refill their food container with our Fluker food. But for the moment, I try and make things super duper easy for me by having food at each pond. And it seems to be working out nicely. And then of course we've got one of our heaters are in the water here. These are stock tub heaters. I got them from Angel's Fish Hatchery. So they're just a heater. And when they're on, they just create warm water. So yeah, we're doing that, but let's go ahead and throw some food in here for these guys. The water has been doing very well. It's hanging on at about 67 degrees. We got those nice warm days, which are keeping the water comfortable for the animals. So that's good news. I am gonna get to work eventually removing this papyrus. I don't know if you guys have heard me talk about it, but the papyrus, although looks cool, it actually messes with the integrity of the pond liner. Oh, I forgot to get the food for these guys over here. 1 second. And I've been removing it from around some of our aquascape ecosystems. It's just kind of a pain in the neck for me. Oh, look at this. This is what I'm gonna do. Just make it simple. This is the good old buffet blend, of course. And we're gonna take it and dump it out over here for the turtles in this pond, and then I'm gonna fill that one up. So good times. I like to throw it over here so that the current brings it down and gets everybody fat and happy. But I'm really psyched with how this pond is looking. The water quality is great. The animals are happy. This time of year is interesting because being that it's cooler, you don't have to fight off that planktonic algae, which is nice. The water temperature's lower and things stay cleaner. Also, the animals aren't eating as much, so that's another help. Here's everybody. You can see they're doing their thing. But I am noticing some bubbles. Where are those bubbles coming from, friends? Do you guys know? Ah, yeah, it's from one of our vents. I probably have to get in there. This is what I'm doing, check it out. We've got a filter pad in here. I'm trying new techniques at the recommendation of Ed, the pond professor. You can see this. We got a filter pad, but I think it's too effective, and so the pond pumps are not getting enough water. We've taken out all this gravel because it clogs up so quickly, and I'm just leaving a bare aqua block, but I may have to find another solution. But that seems to be working a bit. Let's see if those bubbles stop, because the water is going to be sucked in better. I don't know. Seems like it might have gotten worse. These are the troubles that plague me, friends. We're always trying to figure things out here at the camp, and right now, this has been a little bit of a problem. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, we just don't want too much cavitation in these pumps. But you can hear that I'm probably gonna have to do a clean out on this pond pump, on this actual pond, to keep the water flowing. All right, well, the pond waterfall is doing good, but I'm just seeing these bubbles. We're gonna have to get to that at another point in time. In the meantime, these guys are good. Very happy with that. So the next thing I want to do is let out our large galops and aldabra. Let's go. Let's go see what these kids are up to. They're gonna come flying right out this time of day. Oh, just slide this piece of plywood right out. Done. And let's see who's ready to come on out and enjoy the brand new day. Ah, Nostradamus, are you first? Come on, buddy. Get on out of here, pal. Are you just gonna wait for me to scratch your neck right there? Is that it? He's kind of raising up. He does this. He is a character. But I'd like him to move so everyone else can come out. Someone will just tap him on his shoulder there, on his butt actually, and he'll come right out. Come on, bud. Yep, see, someone's already tapping him a little. Look at how beautiful he is. Yeah, that's my boy. So Darwin and Socrates are behind him. Let me see if I move down a little bit. Maybe he'll want to come follow me. But how about that for a view, huh? You get to see this giant tortoise wake up and come on out every morning. I love it. Every evening, the galop, Socrates, and the aldabra Nostradamus, they go in like clockwork. But lately, our girl Darwin has been slacking, and she doesn't go in on her own, so I have to use that little stick, and I gently tap her, and that gets her going. But look, you see he's being pushed in the rear by the other tortoises, and that's exactly how I learned how to corral my tortoises, because if you tap them like the other tortoises do, it makes them move. So that's tortoise for, can you please get out of my way? So a gentle tapping on the shell must be like, I don't know, it's kind of like a mild annoyance, but it's better than them freezing to death or getting sick in cold weather. So come on out there, dude. Everything these guys do takes a little bit of time on account that their lives are so slow. Which is nice, because I've said this many, many times. I love the fact that they calm me down. Because just a little while ago, I was talking very quickly and rapidly. And now, I'm focusing my chi. Anyway, I can't be like that for long. I'm just high energy. So, we're still in the same deadlocked position. But behind them, let's go over here. Behind Nostradamus, it looks like it's a Darwin. There she is. And then, of course, there's Socrates. So this is a really cool enclosure we built a few years ago. It's kept warm by these Fluker heat lamps, which is nice. See how he raises up. You got to move, man. Come on. You just want the scratches, don't you? You're always down for a scratch. I love you, buddy. That tortoise is just amazing. And Socrates, you can see, is pushing him to move him. There we go, almost there. Come on. It's so funny how he gets in that trance-like state. And I've often theorized that, you know, they do that because in the wild, birds will pick ticks and ectoparasites off of them, so they kind of extend themselves to expose as much of themselves as possible so these little birds can get in there and clean them. But I also think, simply, it just feels good to be groomed, to be touched. So they enjoy that feeling, and that's another reason why they kind of spread out like that. He's always looking for affection, Nostradamus, and he has been like that since he was about Timmy's size. And Timmy, of course, is the smaller Aldabra that's in the front enclosure. But yeah, I think this is it, friends. We're not going to get much more action. Never work with children and animals. That's what they say in showbiz, because they're on their own time. Okay, here we go. I love the mornings. I love it. Who needs coffee, man? You just come out, do a little work, and your blood is pumping. Got bamboo there that needs to be removed. We got a lot going on in that area. That's going to be the new Asian turtle pond. And then, to be honest with you, there's going to be some South American turtles coming. I wonder if you guys can guess. Large South American riverine species. Let me know in the comments below if you can figure it out. Look at this. What do we got here? This is bad. This was the nest that I was going to dig up, and it looks like she did not even bother finishing. So this is an aborted nest. How do I know it's aborted? And it is not dug up by an egg predator. She never bothered to fill it in. So she came here, planted her butt. She was facing that way, or no, that way. And she just kind of scoops out the dirt with her hind legs, and then she would normally scoop it back in, pat it down, and try and disguise the area as best as possible. But you can see here, she did not even bother to do that. And we can kind of get you an up close and personal look into the nest cavity, which is pretty cool. But yeah, there's no egg shells. There's no activity that would kind of tell me that this was a dug up nest. She just didn't finish. So bummer, but she'll probably do it today. We got some eggs out. You guys watched that video. We've been getting a lot of eggs. It is egg laying season for these tortoises, the redfoots, and of course the cherry heads and some of the water turtles. So I'm not seeing anything else that looks different. Here's one of that's probably the female that was laying. In fact, yes it is. So she'll come out. I'll keep an eye on her today to make sure that I see where she lays those eggs. I'm pretty good at finding them in this enclosure though. Okay, so no worries, no eggs to dig up. I know I said that at the top of the show, but it's just not gonna happen. All right, let's go see some of the other kids. Guapo, checked on him. It wasn't super cold, so I was comfortable with leaving him. Oh, he's gonna back it on out. Back it on up. You can see I have a little towel here that I'll throw over him when it's real cold. Come here, dude, come out. Come on, man, get on out. Back it on up. Look at this guy go. That's a boy. That is a boy right there. Look how, can you believe we saved him? Thank you, Dr. Mike from PGA Animal Clinic. The guy rules. I don't know what I'd do without this guy. Good to see you. Good morning to you, my friend. Yes, it's time for your scratches and loving. Good boy. He's looking good. A very slow head thing, but he's warm on the belly. He's feeling nice. Okay, so there's Guapo. He's good. I like to do this, man. I like to roll around and just say hello to everybody in the morning. Certainly after a chilly night. It was only in the upper 50s, but still, you want to keep an eye on everyone. There she is. She's laying in there. Hi, sweetheart. She's got a heating element there. So Lola's good. And look who's out early in the sun. It looks like it is Petro, our male rhinoceros iguana. Yep. Hey, Petro. He's nice and dark, just soaking up that heat. Very good. He's handsome, huh? He is handsome. Oh, I got it. Oh, you're not happy with that? There you go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just can't help myself, man. I just got to keep you groomed, okay? We'll wait a little while for those. And then Lola's gonna be in here, but yeah. Well, I wanted to go put eggs in the incubator so I could show you guys who she is. When I say Lola, Petra. So there she is, and then we're gonna pull this elongata out. One of our elongated tortoises that grew up in our yard. How about that? There you go, little one. You're out for the time. There's a tortoise in there as well. But we're gonna go on inside real quick, and I wanna show you our baby rhino iguana. Plus, something else cool came. We're gonna do a whole video on it, so just a little preview in this one. But let's head on out. Gonna head on inside. I'll come back out later and make sure everyone's good. I'm sure they are. You do this at night and in the morning. You just gotta keep things going. All righty. Of course, good times. A little bit messy. Oh, but in the office, I mean. It's also quite Christmassy in this house. Look at this. Bam. Jingle bells. Let me show you what's going on here. I think you'll appreciate this. Kate did this all. She did it for me. We got fun alligator. We got a nice little biker guy. We got Dino Claws. That's spelled DINOCLAWS. Dino Claws. Also, what else do we have here? Oh, a little triceratops. I think that's adorable. Doink. And then there's another little gator, Christmas gator. I think that one's a crocodile though. Anyway, here we are, right? We're hanging. There's a little dune. And we've got these maniacs that I want to try and grab. Wait a minute. Hold it now. Hold it now. Ruh-roh. Oh, there he is. Whew, got a little nervous. He's out sunbathing. We won't pick him up. We'll just have a peek. There's the little baby rhino. There he is, little baby rhino hanging out. What a gorgeous little guy. Getting big, doing good. I don't want to disturb him. I'm happy he's thermoregulating, so we'll back it on out. Back it on out. Back it on out. And then I'm just going to show you something really cool and see. Look at this. We got an arboreal cage up top from Vision. They just sent it. I'm really excited. We're going to have some cool animals in there. I think you guys will dig it. Don't want to say what they are because we're going to do a whole video. I want to kind of scape this out, dress it up, and I want to see if you guys can figure out how I design it to see what kind of animals are going in. Arboreal. What do you think's going in there? Let me know in the comments below. Arboreal, member of the order Squamata. Okay? All right, friends, that's it. I got more work to do, so I'm gonna get to it. I just wanted to say hello to everybody, get some animals out, show you what I'm up to today. Thanks so much for joining us here at Kamp Kenan. Don't forget to go to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan for bonus content. And if you're up for it, you know, you can give the gift to Kamp Kenan. Go on over to the Patreon, help us out so we can continue making these videos. We hope you enjoy them. Thanks to all our supporters on Patreon and everyone here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. Talk to you all again real soon. Later.